you with me?
Let's go get milk.
Good. Wow, you're doing amazing for a Monday morning. Kindergarten? You sure this is kindergarten?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. So, when I finished the second book, guys, I sent it off and I thought I was done. Showed my wife, she read it. This is great. I read it to my son. He laughed in all the right places. I said, this is perfect. I'm done. Handed it in like I would hand it to my teacher. And about 3 days later, I got an email back saying, pretty good. But now you got to change a whole bunch of stuff. So that's called, anyone know what that's called when you write something and then you go back and change it? I don't know if you guys talked about this yet. Hands. I heard it already. Yes, ma'am. Rewrite, you might call it? Definitely. Rewrite. You know, an author would call it a rewrite for sure. What do you think?
Modification.
What? Modification. Wow, that's even a bigger word than I was even thinking. I like it, though. Somebody said it over here, revise. Revising. They told me to revise it. Pretty good, but you know what? Try again. Fix some stuff. So, see everything in black? All the words in black? That's what I wrote. See everything in blue? That's like your teacher like marking something out or circling something. That's the editor saying to me, change this. It needs to be different. So you can look, and I had and then they gave me notes on the side. Change to more descriptive. So I had said something, and they asked me to make it more descriptive, to make it a little bit more interesting. So I just show you this to show you that even professional authors, like the person who writes Dr. Wimpy Kid or Dr. Seuss when he was writing books, they have to do revising and editing. So when your teachers tell you to revise and edit, they're really trying to help you become a better what?
Writer.
Better writer. And if you do those things, you will become a better writer. All right. So I think that's about it. I'm trying to think. You guys want to see, too, what the illustrations look like? Some of you guys said you like to draw. You're artists. Do you want to see what the illustrations look like before they were in the book? No. Okay. Well, those meaning there, yes. So guys, this is pretty much the last thing I want to talk to you about. But for all you artists, the artists and illustrators in here, they when they do the illustrations, they hired an illustrator to do this. So the illustrator would do the drawings, read the book, and then the illustrator decides for him or herself what kind of drawings they want to do or where they want to put them. So I had one part where food, the girl Emma in the story, she spills food on her shoes. She's got a brand new pair of shoes and a beautiful dress on, and she spills her food all over the floor. And they do it first on pencil and paper, and then they scan it into the computer, and then they sent it in an email to me where I look at it. And when I looked at it, it's not a big difference, but I looked at it and thought, it doesn't look like a lot of food. And it's all kind of right on her shoes. It looked kind of odd to me. So I said, she had rice with her food too. Can you add some rice? And then you can see in the book they added the rice. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Well, you guys can, obviously. Unless you can see through stuff. But I don't think you can do that.
I see it.
But you can see how it's pretty much the same picture that they sent me that the artist did and what ended up in the book. And you can see, too, that these illustrations, things like this, somebody did with a pencil and paper. Right? And they just scanned it into the computer.
Doesn't have any color.
Because this kind of book, a chapter book, a lot of times doesn't have color. They'll just do black and white. Okay. So I hope you guys keep up the hard work with your writing and your drawing. And if you have ideas for books as you get older, you should do what with them? If you got an idea for a funny book or a good book or something you think, you should try to publish it. Yeah, and before you know it, you're probably standing up here telling kids the exact same stuff. Because it feels like just yesterday I was you guys sitting in a school trying to figure out how am I going to become a published author. And now I figured it out. Do you have any more questions before I let you guys go? Yeah.
Why do we have some? We finished books and we read to our kids.
Oh, is that right? Very good. Anybody else got anything? Yes.
Last year we tried to draw diamonds.
Did you really? My son always tries to draw diagrams with me kid too. I think a lot of kids do that. Yeah. And I'll show you two real quick. This was the Korean book. This is the book in Korea. And they did illustrations inside of it, color illustrations. And you can see all the writing is in another language. Right? It's Korean, yeah. It looks like Chinese the symbols, right? All right, so I think we're good. It teaches you guys have any questions or anything else you want me to? Yes, ma'am.
You said the editor would send it back.
I'll ask you something.
How
I'm
many
listening.
times does that happen? Like
Too
roughly?
many.
Yeah.
Forever. I mean, my third book, the third book in the series is done. In my mind, was done in September, and we just finished revisions about two months ago, where they finally said, "Okay, we're done." So, if you self-publish, you can do things much quicker. But once you get a publisher involved, it takes a while. So, the third book from start to finish is probably almost 2 years. Yeah, long time. I don't have that kind of patience either. Yeah.
Why would you get a?
Well, the first one was self-published, and that was done through. It's everywhere I go. Teachers are always like, "Oh, I always wanted to publish a book. I have a million ideas. We work with kids. It's what we do." There's a company called CreateSpace. If you go on, anyone can publish, and it's a pay-as-you-go service. So that's how I did the first book. And then I didn't realize that Amazon has their own publishing division now, where they publish books and they watch them. They actually own CreateSpace, who makes these books. So then they watch to see what's happening, and then they contacted me and said, "We see what you're doing with this first book. Let's turn it into a series." And then they did the second one. So they've since gotten involved with the first one too, and they're publishing the third one. But if you have ideas, the CreateSpace is something else, and you can publish digital books on Kindle and the Nook for free. You could just, if you have a book done, you could upload it and be selling it tomorrow. So it's really exciting time to be. If you have ideas and you work with kids, you can get books out there real quick, But that was it. Once I got through the second phase with Amazon, that's when I got the editors involved. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys were fantastic. Do you want to maybe when we line them up, I can give them that medal and they can kind of all just touch it quick as they're headed out the door?
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
Could you read an excerpt?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You guys want me to read a little bit? All right, we're going to read a little bit. Here we go. I want to read a part that's going to make sense to you guys. Should I read it in Korean? Good, because I can't speak Korean. Okay, you ready? I don't care who you are. You passed gas today. I know it. You know it. Gas is the great equalizer. Kings, queens, presidents, and dictators all pass gas. There are very few things in life that all people have in common. We breathe, we drink, we eat, we poop, we pee, and yes, we pass gas. Anyone who tells you otherwise is not telling the truth. The sun rises every morning, the earth spins on its axis, and people pass gas. In fact, most people do it 12 to 18 times every day. That's true, that's science. That means that every day on planet Earth, humans pass somewhere between 84 billion and 120 billion farts. That's 84 billion to 120 billion per day. Good luck doing the math for a week, or a month, or a year. What makes gas so unique is that it comes with a lot of rules. In many ways, it's taboo. Depending on who you are and where you live in the world, gas can be a very complicated experience. There are times in life when passing gas is absolutely inappropriate and unacceptable. In these situations, people become shocked and offended if you do it. They gasp and they're in complete shock. For the most part, people spend their lives trying to hold in their gas. They hold them in when they're online at the bank, sitting in class, and riding in the car with friends. But when they're alone, or with their inner circle, the rules change. For example, you would most likely not pass gas standing in line in the public library. If one slipped out at the library and everyone heard, you'd probably feel embarrassed, and people would give you the look. You know the look. You've gotten and given the look. It's that how dare you do that shame-filled glare that people direct towards someone that they feel has passed gas at the wrong time. If, however, after checking out your books and getting in the car, you find yourself sitting next to your sister or your brother, the rules change again. You might pull the cord and laugh yourself silly as your brother or sister suffers at the losing end of your stench. Gas has rules, lots of rules. I've worked hard and spent many an hour attempting to compile a thorough list of the laws that govern the world of passing gas. List 1, pass gas when you're alone. That's it. You may only pass gas when you're alone. The world does not bend on this rule. When is it socially acceptable, or when is it okay to pass gas? Or when is it not acceptable to pass gas? Anytime another human being is anywhere near you. It turns out the laws of passing gas, although seemingly complex and hard to understand, come down to 2 rules. Pass gas when you're alone. Do not pass gas when people are around. The problem is that many people don't follow these laws. They spend their lives passing gas whenever and wherever they please. They drop the bomb in the classroom. They pop the bubble at the restaurant. They snap one off the bus seat on the way to school in the morning. They're the problem. And the question I must ask you is, are you one of them? That's the beginning of the second book. So, you guys were awesome. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. What I think we'll do is, when you guys are lined up with your teachers, we'll let you kind of pass the medal down the line. And like I said, I think there's some good luck in this, because once I won this medal, a lot of really good stuff happened. So rub it, make a wish. I'll give you a little good luck. Good? Thanks so much, guys. All right, listen to your teacher.